Direct from the Vegas Voice television studio, it's the Vegas Voice, people and places. Anything and everything for your health, wealth, and good times. And here is the host, the publisher of the Vegas Voice, Dan Roberts.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another segment of People and Places. I'm your host, Dan Roberts, the publisher of the Vegas Voice. And one of the great jobs that I have is to introduce all the wonderful people who make the Las Vegas Valley the way it is, which is just fantastic. I'm very lucky to be joined today by Earl Stitt, who is with the Southern Nevada Pickleball Club. Earl, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you, Dan, for inviting me to come down and share some ideas and thoughts about pickleball in Las Vegas.
And that's what we're going to do, but let's start with the basics. What is pickleball? I have no idea what it is, and I'll let you describe how good it is.
Well, pickleball is a very simple name for a ball that we play with when we play the game of pickleball. And this is the ball. It's like a wiffle ball, and it has 40 holes in it. And this is the paddle that we use for pickleball that's made out of a composite.
Yeah, go ahead.
And we play the sport on a court much like a tennis court or an outdoor basketball court.
Right.
And then it's lined off so that you can put 4 pickleball courts on 1 tennis court.
Really?
And by doing that, we can offer more chances for people to play and more areas to play pickleball throughout Las Vegas.
And you know, and from what I read, that pickleball can be played by seniors. It's not like you ever get too old for it.
Well, if anybody has played tennis, they know that the tennis court is pretty big.
Yeah.
And it's hard to hit the ball from baseline to baseline as you get into the senior years. So being a shorter, smaller court, 4 courts on a tennis court, it's much easier for seniors to play. And we play doubles.
Okay.
I'm a senior. I play doubles.
Right. And again, it can be played all guys, all gals, mixed, the whole bit, like tennis in a way.
I'll tell you, it's fantastic. We have men. We have men's doubles, we have women's doubles, we have mixed doubles, we have singles also. So we just had a senior games here in Las Vegas, held out at Sunset Park.
Right,
a tournament. And we're having another tournament that my club is sponsoring.
Well, and we're going to go into that. How long have you been playing pickleball?
Well, I started playing pickleball with the Veterans Administration and their outdoor recreational therapy program in Colorado. And that's where I learned how to play about 8 years ago.
Right.
And so I'm a social player. I'm not a tournament player.
Right.
I'm not trying to win a medal. I figure I'm still alive. That's medal enough for me.
Yeah. And again, you mentioned that you're part of the Southern Nevada Pickleball Club. Talk a little bit about that club. How was it formed? What's your relationship, and how many members does it have?
Well, Southern Nevada Pickleball Club was helped formed by a group called the Racquetball Federation. And Racquetball Federation, or racquetball, has kind of slid a little bit compared to how pickleball is growing. So I got together with a gentleman by the name of John Sloan, who has been big here in Las Vegas in growing the sport of pickleball, thus the Sunset Park, 24 courts off of Eastern and Sunset.
I mean, and when I was younger, a lot younger and a lot thinner, I played a lot of racquetball. And it was a great sport, great way to exercise and stuff. But you needed the court, and you're saying that it's a lot easier to play pickleball because there's more space available, I guess.
And there's more courts that are coming up all the time. North Las Vegas is going to be building 18 courts. Henderson has another 18 courts at Black Mountain they're going to be doing. So if you want to find out more about pickleball, you go to our website, Southern Nevada Pickleballclub.org. And on that website, you can find places to play. You can find where coaches are available to call and ask for help. You can see what parks are available and the tennis and the courts for pickleball that are available. So this website has all kinds of information, how to sign up for tournaments, et cetera, et cetera.
And the pickleball club itself, how many members do you have? I mean,
right now we have about 200 members that are in the club, but we have a mailing list of about 1,500. And then we're also working with a group called the Dinkers.
The Dinkers,
the Las Vegas Dinkers. And a lady by the name of Darla Christensen has signed up 1,000 new players here in Las Vegas area throughout the valley. Henderson, North Las Vegas, and West Las Vegas.
And is there an age restriction? Is it seniors, juniors, kids, male, female?
Okay, no age restriction.
Right.
And I'm glad you brought that up because Southern Nevada Pickleball Club, we kind of are doing a education of pickleball through youth programs that we have, or we have adult programs, and then yours truly is involved with the veterans. Having served in the military, 5 years active and 19 years reserve in the Air Force, retired, I decided to give back to the veterans. And so I do a program down at Dula Gym.
Okay, now let's talk about that because it's a separate veterans program, I guess is the proper word. Tell us a little bit about that because that's your expertise.
Okay. At Dula Gym, on every Tuesday and Thursday, we run a clinic for veterans to learn how to play pickleball for free. And Southern Nevada Pickleball Club pays for that experience to the city of Las Vegas.
So there's no charge for the vets to come down?
No charge for the veterans.
And do they have to get their own little racket or whatever the
We have
special term?
rackets available for them. All they have to do is have tennis shoes, shorts, and a shirt and come on and play
they're all
indoors.
set. And how long has that been going on, Earl?
We've been doing that off and on this last year. We got shut down with the COVID.
Like everything
We
else
opened
in life, yeah.
But we're today we had 16 people on the courts.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
and no matter how fantastic it is, it's just fun, I assume, right? Just like we played racquetball, it was just fun.
I'll tell you, once you get the paddle in your hand,
Yeah.
once you learn how to bounce it a few times and start to hit it over the net, you're hooked.
You're hooked.
You're hooked. And the people, you come down to any group that are playing pickleball out on the courts, whether it's at Durango or Black Mountain or Lake Las Vegas, wherever you go, you're welcomed by the people to play. We don't push you away and say you can't play. We say, come on down and join us. And everybody is willing to help you learn the sport.
Well, that's great. I mean, again, I looked at the ball, and as a kid, I played wiffle ball, and
Right.
it's really the same kind of content. I mean, you can't get hurt by the thing. It can't hit you in the face like with a racquetball. I knocked out my teeth once, but
Well, some of these slammers get it going pretty
they
good.
do, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. Especially the people that have done a little bit of tennis and like the net game.
Uh-huh.
And pickleball is fun. You can start out in the back and then you move to the front to what we call the kitchen. It's called the no volley zone.
Oh, really?
So you can't go in the kitchen and hit the ball on a volley.
Okay.
You have to let the ball bounce.
Now, with everything going on, you also have, and that's how I met you, is that there's a special event going on through the Pickleball Club, the Las Vegas Heroes Open. Talk a little bit about that, because I think that's fantastic.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. So Southern Nevada Pickleball Club has partnered with an organization called Military Adaptive Court Sports, where we're trying to get veterans that have the visible disability out on the courts to be social and have physical activity and mental activity, and we found that it really benefits them. So we're addressing that with Military Adaptive Court Sports, and we're working with Toys for Tots.
Go ahead. Yep.
And Toys for Tots does a deal every December. I'm sure you're probably familiar with
Absolutely,
that program.
yeah.
But Augie Costanzo and myself are working on that for this December. But right now we're working on the Heroes Open Tournament at Sunset Park, which is November 11th through the 14th. Anybody can play in this tournament, Heroes Open Tournament. And what we're doing is looking for donors and sponsors for our tournament as a fundraiser for veterans programs here in Las Vegas, such as my veterans program at Dula Gym, such as Toys for Tots, such as Military Adaptive Court Sports.
So, in effect, it's for a good cause, and you have a good time doing it.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's easy to sign up. You go to tournaments.com. Or you can go to our Southern Nevada Pickleball Club, and there'll be a place where you can automatically click on it and go to tournaments.com.
And if somebody wants more information about pickleball, from the beginning to the end, or something in the middle, and they want to get a hold of you, how do they go about doing it?
It's very easy. On our website, southernnevadapickleballclub.org, you can go to a page that is contact information. And if you want to send us an email, it would go to,
No, but you know what? Whether it goes to a particular person or, more importantly, Earl, you can always get a hold of me, Dan, at thevegasvoice.net, and I'll put you in touch with Earl. So you don't have to worry about that. Your concern is helping the veterans and playing pickleball and having a good time. And that's what we'll do.
Well, I just clicked on
ahead.
the email. It's snpc19@yahoo.com.
There you go.
That's
See,
our contact. Yeah.
you get it sooner or later, like everybody else around here. Earl, I want to thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming down. You're doing this for a wonderful cause. And I can't imagine anything that is better than helping the vets and having a good time doing it, though.
Well, thanks, Dan. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving giving back and sharing pickleball with other veterans and really anybody. So if you support veterans or you have somebody in your family that's a veteran, come on down to Dula Gym. We're all together teaching veterans, having
And that's
fun.
what we'll do. Until next time, Earl, again, I thank you. This is Dan Roberts for People and Places, and we'll see you again real soon.
Hello, everybody. My name is Billy Balboa. Yeah, from the Bronx. You might know my cousin, Rocky. Well, Rocky over there in Philadelphia, you don't have what I have for you folks. I got this, the Vegas Voice magazine, for your health, wealth, and all that other good stuff you're going to experience in life.